What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to Out of Touch CEOs. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's get into the video.
CEOs, you either hate them, or hate
You
them.
would prefer the human race to endure, right?
Uh,
You're
yeah.
hesitating.
Well,
yes.
I don't know. I would.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit in
Should the
this.
human race survive?
Except
What?
the Costco CEO. We love you. Thank you for keeping the hot dog at $1.50. CEOs in the past, pre-internet and pre-social media, weren't really thought of when you were going to a company to get its product. You could have shopped at a
Right.
place for 20 years straight, bought from the same clothing brand for 20 years, and not a single soul would know who was even behind the brand. But because
Okay.
social media now, every company and brand will try to put their CEO out there sometimes to seem cool and hip with the kids. Maybe they do a little TikTok trend or two. And some CEOs
Right.
may be out there more or less, depending on how much the brand relies on them. Elon
Okay.
Musk was probably the biggest one to do it and be tied to a company, but it's safe to say that era is burned up in flames. His own Tesla shareholders told him to stop showing up to events because he's up the company's rep. He probably got happy when he
Okay.
heard that. He can now just schizo tweet all day on Twitter/X about Grok and retweet racist accounts. But for now, what
Okay.
I'll focus on is fast food CEOs, because if you haven't seen the news, fast food in general is on a complete
Bro, that McDonald one, the McDonald's CEO one, yo, bro. It was crazy. People were like, oh, don't eat the McDonald's food. I ate McDonald's yesterday and like 3 days ago. Come on, man. Lock in.
downward trend to the point they're calling it the McRecession. A lot of restaurants are closing in multiple locations down randomly. Like, they'll randomly announce on a random Tuesday they closed 300 stores down. And one of the things that's
Yeah.
contributed to this is the CEOs of these companies and their decisions. Fast food pricing has only been going up, and the main people pushing it to be higher is the CEOs there. Believe it or not, there was actually a time where fast food actually felt pretty affordable. I'll never
Right.
forget being a kid asking my mom, could we get some McDonald's, and she hit me with the classic, we got food at home. And the price of a meal was a shattering $6.20.
Oh,
Looking back at it now,
word. It used to be
maybe
like
she should've got me those
$5.
meals so we could cherish the times we were in. That wasn't even that long ago, to be honest. Like 10 years ago, it was commonplace. You could get a decent meal. Crazy how kids growing up now will never get to experience those times. You could eat like a king with $10. Fast food used
Right.
to know its place as the slob you consume quickly because you don't feel
Bro barely took a bite of that sandwich.
like cooking. A lot of the brands now, though, have tried pivoting to being more premium, which no one asked for. I promise you, if you ask the average consumer what would they rather have, a more premium product that's 50% more in price? And truth be told, it's not even that much more premium. Their definition is probably just adding an ingredient or two. Or if you ask
Right.
them would they rather have a quick bite for like 50% less, I guarantee they'll pick the second option. The Chipotle
Right.
CEO has really been getting fried because he said that over 60% of Chipotle's customers have household incomes over $100,000, and he'll lean
Damn.
into that group. It wasn't too long ago that you could see prices of Chipotle bowls, and man, how far it's fallen. Also, you would have to trust the CEO's non-skewed statistics of that. Like, I don't know if that's really true about the Chipotle thing and people having that income. Even if it was true,
Mhm.
I don't know why they think people are gonna buy some type of luxurious, fine-graded Chipotle bowl. Most people that go
Right.
to Chipotle in reality are just people
Not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never had Chipotle before in my life. In my opinion, I feel like it's disgusting. I'll never eat it before. I'll never eat it. I'll just never eat it.
that still want to be big backed but feel healthier about it. Like, you can get a bowl or burrito there and it can end up being more calories than a typical McDonald's meal. Then we also got McDonald's, which is trying to do the same with their release of the Big Arch. It's supposed to be their premium burger, and it's a
1,000 calories.
Damn.
for the love of God. Don't eat this if you ain't at least semi-active. Eat these for a week straight and you're gonna wake up one day looking like Jabba the Hutt. Just getting the burger itself is
Okay.
$10 and a meal with the whole thing is $14. I'm gonna be honest, I tried it and not that bad, at least from the location I got it. My stomach was moving like the rumbling was happening for 10 hours. That's the price you pay for McDonald's, I guess. But for the price, it is absolutely not worth it. It was probably like 10% better than the Big Mac. Also, we can
Right.
get to the McDonald's CEO because by now we've all seen the video. And this was probably the most generational PR damage McDonald's has received ever since the pink slime allegations, which I'm still not sure are allegations. We all moved on too quickly from it.
So some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
Okay.
That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's, only McDonald's could do this type of burger?
I don't even know how to attack it. I don't even know how to attack it. Like, my nigga, it's a fucking burger, buddy.
I'm saying.
Oh, so delicious, guys. I just love this product. So much gooey texture and great onions.
When the CEO of the company doesn't even want to have their premium burger, that should tell you enough. Whoever's working on McDonald's social media team needs to be fired, because why would you let this air? It is early since this meme, but I sincerely believe this is going to cause a long-term damage to the brand. This isn't like a random employee trying it or a manager at a location. This is the head of the brand struggling to even be able to eat his own food. And the video itself also gave other brands easy PR, because now their CEOs coming out the woodworks making their own videos. This video has spawned me seeing CEOs I never knew even existed. I seen a video of the KFC CEO doing it. Like, what you mean it's not the Colonel anymore? And the truth is, someone like the McDonald's CEO is never having it on the daily, and I don't believe even weekly. He has his own custom chefs to make him and his family the best food out there, trying his best to avoid a single ingredient of McDonald's. Him calling the burger a product alone is gonna be the main deterrent for people. The unfortunate thing about fast food too is the price is only gonna get worse. Now that the company models are so heavily relied on investors, and those investors always need more money, they're gonna have to keep bumping up the price, and yes, that's not including just inflation. Unless you get a CEO like the Arizona iced tea guy, shout out to him. It's just how it is now. One of the only ways you get a CEO that actually cares about the product is if they either worked in the store and built their way up, or if they were a part of the founding family, because at that point it's very personal to you. And that usually is the restaurants that end up having the best rep. Now we can move on to the tech CEOs. And of course we gotta talk about Elon and Tesla.
Is a Tesla low-key worth it? I want to buy a Tesla. I honestly want to buy a Tesla. I turned 18 in 2 weeks. I want to save up the money to buy a Tesla. Let me know if it's worth it. I really want one.
Now, as much as I can on Elon overall for being a loser, I'll talk about specifically Tesla and how out of touch he's become with his own companies. One of the main reasons Tesla started blowing up initially was because of how cool it made electric cars look. Before Tesla, electric cars were still taboo. At the most, people would get a Prius to save money on gas, but a Prius was also a tiny death box. The Tesla came in with a cool looking design and a bunch of cool features, including self-driving. You had to be there at Tesla's peak, because at a certain point it truly felt like the future to the public. Now, it didn't work perfect and still doesn't. It's probably gotten worse. You'll hear about an incident daily of someone's Tesla on self-driving randomly driving off a mountaintop, but it just sounded so cool that people couldn't care. It was a lot to add it to the car at $8,000, but it was a lifetime subscription, so in the long run it wasn't bad. Until as of February 2026, the company decided to cancel the lifetime subscription, making it $100 a month to use. And this is also Elon could potentially hit his $1 trillion pay package, where one of the goals is to have 10 million people on full self-driving mode. Instead of, you know, just adding the subscription on top of the option to fully buy it for lifetime, which they did have, they made it only one option so more people would get it and you would permanently be paying Tesla for life. There are a lot of people out there who bought the Tesla with the intention later on to add the lifetime subscription of full self-driving. And this is something Elon himself knew, but since he needs $1 trillion, which won't go to anything but SpaceX rockets blowing up in the air, or more money fed to Grok servers to produce AI slop, he gave every Tesla owner the middle finger. You just know everyone who bought a Tesla for the initial hype is pissed, especially those people who didn't get the lifetime subscription of the self-driving. I would say just sell it, but used Teslas aren't doing too good on the car market. It seems like nobody wants to buy a Tesla in 2026. I wonder why. And even if you are someone who thinks you're smart and buys one with someone who already got the lifetime before they got rid of it, they now added a policy on some of the Teslas where the lifetime is tied to the original owner. So they wipe the whole software when it's sold and you gotta buy a subscription. This is biblical levels agreed. There is no point in doing all that. One of the main ways Tesla got big too was Elon being relatable to people and kind of being the only CEO who knew internet memes. It seemed like at the time he cared people could actually enjoy Tesla as a product and didn't just try things to boost his sales. Now he's just the average billionaire joining the you will own nothing and be happy group. It isn't a new thing of Tesla trying to cut costs. In 2021, the company decided to start removing their radar sensors and parking sensors to add Tesla's custom own. And engineers in Elon's own company told him he shouldn't, but of course he doesn't give a f about their opinion. He's the epic meme lord of Twitter. He knows right from wrong decisions. This
Right.
company model of companies slowly luring you in with the best deals ever only to you over in the long term is so annoying. I'd rather you just tell me at the start how things are gonna be. And this AI takeover has gotten so ridiculous with every tech CEO trying to make something AI. Not every new product you release has to have some form of AI in it. They'll somehow
Right.
find a way to add it in the dumbest ever. You have a smart bulb CEO talking about their brand new line of AI light bulbs. Game company talking about how they added a
The hell
virtual
is
AI
that?
companion in their game for you to talk to. A company that's been talked about recently with AI though is Microsoft. We're approaching the
Yeah.
time soon of Windows 12 releasing, either announced at the end of this
Okay.
year or next year potentially. It could be delayed of course, but off their typical release time
Windows 12. I swear Windows 11 just came out like 2 years ago.
of 3 to 6 years, it's way past due its release time. It's wild because I barely felt like we got Windows 11. I mean, it doesn't
Right.
function at the time, so that could be why. But so
Fair.
far, it's being rumored by industry insiders that the next Windows is gonna be full AI. Like, we're talking
Okay.
about AI can potentially do tasks on your PC and can follow
Okay.
your voice commands. It's like these companies never listen to consumers because not only would this make Windows harder to run on computers, it would also be insanely creepy to people. Imagine you're
Right.
sleeping and your AI companion randomly turns on and starts whispering in your ear intensely asking how's your sleep. If they release this version, I guarantee the CIA and FBI are gonna have some type of backdoor in everyone's computer with the AI. And they will force everyone eventually to download it. If I could, I would still be with Windows 10, but I was forced here. Also because of this, the
Okay.
amount of RAM usage each computer would need would be way more. And as long as RAM prices stay at their level, it's not looking for anybody that's trying to get into PC gaming now. If I could put a bet on it, I would put an 80% chance they go with a fully AI system. Microsoft themselves have already said they're focusing on AI now, so that's what we got. Anyways, that's all I
Okay.
got. Let me know what y'all think.
Alright, YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you guys feel about the CEOs nowadays. But yeah, go subscribe to the main channel. We're about to hit 100 subscribers. We just hit 60 the other day. Here we just hit 88. Let's hit 100 subscribers by the end of the month. And let's hit 1,000 subscribers on the main channel by the end of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.